Lainey and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I am so glad that you have stopped by to hang out with me. And if you're returning to my channel, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. You guys, the Lash fam is still growing and I'm just so excited and thankful for each and every one of you in the community we are forming here at this channel. So yes, you guys, if you are new here, I do upload 2 videos a week on Wednesdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central Time. So be sure you click that subscribe button. And now let's dive on into today's video. This is a series I started on my channel quite a while ago now. Time is just moving way too fast. Today's video is going to be Instagram made me do it. But before we dive on into that, let's do my question of the day. Today's question of the day is going to be, what song are you currently obsessed with, you guys? You guys. There is one that I'm real obsessed with. It is Sucker by the Jonas Brothers. I really am digging their new sound and their new vibe. I can't play it for very long or I'll get a copyright strike, but let's listen to just a couple seconds. Is anybody else seriously obsessed with that song? It's so fun. It's so catchy. Yep, it's my favorite right now. Definitely leave your answers in the comment section down below. I love hearing from you guys. If you don't know what this series is, it's where I happen to be scrolling through Instagram, you know, the usual, and I see a look that truly inspires me. So I have to give credit where credit is due. And today's Instagram made me do it was totally inspired by Belinda Rose or Rosie. I'm not sure how she pronounces that, but I will definitely put her Instagram handle on the screen and also it will be down in the description box. Be sure to go over to Instagram and follow her. She is so talented. I saw this look and I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. It's definitely not something I would normally do. So if you want to see me try to accomplish this look, then just keep watching. So I definitely think tape is going to be super helpful for this look. So I'm going in with it's actually like a Band-Aid tape. I prefer this over Scotch tape because it's actually meant to be applied to the skin and look really cool while doing it. And then do the other eye. Getting the tape to match up is the hardest part of it all. I think that looks pretty dang close. For reals though, my eyes definitely sit different, like the way the skin sags on one versus the other. It makes things real tricky, but I got my iced coffee here, so I'm ready to kick butt at Instagram made me do it. I am going to prep my eyelid with my Tarte Shape Tape Eye Primer, and then the key is to blend it out with a brush. I have found it just works so much better. If I don't blend it out, I will get far more creasing. This is my favorite brush currently to blend out my eyeshadow primer. It's a Sedona EB13. The transition, the crease area of this look is definitely all about a beautiful chocolatey matte brown. So I'm actually going to reach into something I haven't used very much or in quite a while. It is the little mini Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions palette. But I really feel like this is going to have everything I need for that matte, beautiful brown crease. So I'm actually going to start with my Morphe M505 and I'm going to go into this camel color and I feel like that will be a perfect way to start the transition area. Belinda's look really goes up pretty dang close to the brow, so that's why I'm using a chubbier brush and not worrying so much about staying precise down on the base of my lid. One thing I do not love about that Shape Tape is I do feel like it brings out any warmth or pinkiness to eyeshadows. It brings that out even more because I do feel like it has that kind of peachy tone to the primer. Her look is so ultra blended, so blended, beautifully blended. I'm going to go in with this crown that doesn't have a number and I'm just going to, nothing on it, really buff out that edge. Now for that chocolatey brown, I'm actually going to go in between these two here. I'm going to start with the lighter one in the crease and then work this one closer to the lash line. For the crease, the brush I've been absolutely obsessed with lately, the M573, it is my new favorite. I use it like every single day for every single look. Now this one, again, her look goes up pretty high, but I am kind of staying closer to my actual lid right now because, again, I'm going to buff everything out, which is going to blow it out and up towards the brow. If I go up too high, before you know it, the brown will be touching my eyebrow because I do not have a ton of lid space here. I wish I did. I wish I did. And I'm just using windshield wiper motions. And I am actually bringing the brown all the way in because it looks like she did. Just kind of packing it on and then going back and forth. Packing and then back and forth. Just building up that color. My phone keeps going back to the home screen. I just saw there's a massive gouge in this brush. I don't know how that happened. The Luxie 205. I'm going to just really buff out that edge. We can always lay down more color if we need to. I really want this to be very blended. I must say this is not really wanting to blend out over my primer for some reason. And this is far more cool tone than I was hoping it would be. Sometimes you gotta readjust. I'm going to grab a little bit of this nice warm peach tart color here from my Sweet Peach palette. I just need to bring some warmth back into that brown. That is just coming across so cool toned on my eye, and still with the Luxie brush. I'm going to use that to kind of buff out. Not picking up much pigment, just using a little bit to buff that out. I love when you find a look that looks so difficult, and I think the orange is going to be, but if you wanted just to do like a chocolate brown smoky eye, you don't have to add the orange. And this look is honestly pretty minimal, pretty easily, just lots of adding, blending, adding, blending. I'm kind of obsessed with just the brown matte eye. I've been into mattes too recently. Who am I? Okay, and then I'm going to go back to the Huda. Hopefully this is okay. Hopefully this is a good choice. I'm going to pick this brown now, and I'm going to use the M330. Laying it onto the lid. This is where I could be making a bad decision, but I'm just trying to do what I think is the best idea. Because I don't want any gaps in the brown to the orange when I get to that place of laying down the orange liner. Because we're going to have to tweak this a little bit. We're going to have to play because I don't have an orange liner. Now I'm taking a clean E22 and just again buffing out that edge. I don't exactly know what I'm doing, but I'm going to try my best. So I don't have an orange eyeliner. I'm going to have to use eyeshadow, but I want to make a really good tacky base for it. So I'm going to try mixing a little dab of e.l.f. concealer with a little dab of the Shadow Insurance and get my shape down and then pack orange eyeshadow over top. I'm going to be using this Da Vinci Professional Eye 45750 brush from Amazon. It is such a fine detail brush. I want a little tiny bit of concealer in there because I want it to not muddy up the orange over the brown. Now I'm going to clean off my brush just a little bit because I don't want too much product on there. Working in little bits, you guys. Working in little tiny bits at a time. Let's try this. I'm a little nervous. Now, I don't think I'll be able to exactly mimic the shape of her wing because she has so much more lid than I do, but let's see. Her orange does take up quite a bit of the actual lid space. It is a chunkier wing. Here's where I'm going to get nervous. The actual wing portion. Okay. Like, I feel like I can live with that. I go in with my BH Take Me to Brazil palette. I'm going to use this fluorescent orange. I'm going to use a different brush because I want to keep this fresh for the next eye. I think I'll try using this little crown angled brush. It would have been nice to have just an orange eyeliner, but honestly, like, that's not something I'm going to wear that much. So I don't want to buy it just for like one look a year. I feel like this brush might be just like a little bit too small for the actual lid portion. So I'm going to try to use this ColourPop E10. The orange is just not sticking how I would like. That's not really working either. So then here's where I'm going to get creative. I'm going to mix. What am I going to do? I'm going to a little water, a little bit of my cuddly water, and a little eyeshadow. This might be a terrible idea. I've never wet down a matte eyeshadow before. We'll see what happens. You guys, this is not working how I would have liked. This eyeshadow is just not gripping the way I would have liked. And I'm packing it on there. This brush is kind of working better, the M432. Definitely orange eyeliner would be the best way to do this. I cannot lie. Okay, it's starting to build up now. This brush is working a lot better for actually laying down some pigment. This orange is just a little more translucent than I would have liked. Okay, but hooded eye problems. Orange is moving upward. My eyeliner always does that. I'm taking Peach Tarte on a 229 by Lexi. Just dusting a little bit of Peach Tarte and then a little peach tea. Just to correct that transition area. Now let's do the fun task of pulling the tape, holding our breath, hoping that our wing turned out how we want. I'm a little nervous about this one. Like, I feel real good about this wing, but this one I'm like, oh, I think I went a little too thick. Oh, hey, I did it. Isn't that the best when you pull your tape and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't mess up. Ah! And I'm cruising again. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of this pale face and be right back so we can work on that inner corner and the under eye. Okay, my coffee's kicking in. I'm ready for the next part of this look. I did finish up the face besides my highlighter. That's always last. And it is time for the under eye. You can't really see her under eye, but it kind of looks like there is some matte brown down there, but it doesn't look as deep as the top lid. So I think I'm going to go, oh, this is tough. Do I do that one or do I do that one? I'm going to go with the Sweet Peach palette. Going to pick up Sweet Tea on this Lexi 213T. Literally my favorite brush ever for the under eye. Ever. Then pick up the ColourPop E10 in a little Peach Tarte, that matte brown. And put a little bit of that. I'm just going to bring it all the way in today. Now picking up a ton of product, going back in, no new product on here, and I'm just going to kind of soften that outer edge. Little dab of peach tea. Just want to bring it down a little bit more. Kind of fake that large eye. Okay, now for the fun part. It's so fun. Her inner corner is what drew me to this look even more than the orange eyeliner. Going to pick up my M323. Now her inner corner is very, very, very orange. I personally like more of a reflect. It looks like she has a true orange eyeshadow on her inner corner, where I want more of a reflective like highlight on my inner corner. So I'm gonna pick up, I think this is like called Peach Bellini by Makeup Geek, and I'm gonna try to do that. But I do feel like I need a little tiny bit of eyeshadow. I do feel like I need a little tiny bit of eyeshadow primer in the inner corner to really grip right in here where I really want that to stick. Can you tell my coffee's kicking in? I can. Now, finally, going in with that M321 and the Peach Bellini. And we are going to really build up this inner corner. Sometimes I like to really bring my highlight up into the eye look, but I'm going to try to refrain. I don't feel like hers does that so much, so I want that to be a little more punchy. Like, I want a little more. So I am going to go back in with that same eyeshadow I used, same brush. Just try to really kind of build up that color. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now we're getting there. Then I'm going to go back in. Same brush. I'm not even cleaning the brush off in between. We are melting the two together. Went a little crazy there. Got a little too excited. I was really going for it. Just dusting off the sides of my nose. And am I happy with it? Oh, dropped my phone. Am I happy with it? I want a little bit more. Give me more color. Eyeshadow. I like how this side looks better. That always happens. There's always one eye that cooperates more. Okay, now I'm getting there, and I'm gonna do a little bit more of the peach because I want just like I want a little bit more shine, a little more something something. And then I am gonna tap off this brush, and I'm going to just softly blend. I feel like my eyes eat eyeshadow. Like, it's like every time I look at it, I'm like, that looks duller than it did a second ago. Oh, I just stuck my finger in eyeshadow. A little more orange eyeshadow. There. And seen. So I think that is better. I have eyeshadow under my nail now. Cool. Love that. And then I am going to lift the brow just a little tiny bit. I'm going to use that same C513 by Crown and a little peach meringue from the Sweet Peach palette. I'm just going to buff that under here. I don't think she has a highlight under her brow. Looks like just a matte highlight to me. And then, because, you know, perfectionist over here, I'm going to take a brush, no product, and just smooth that out. There we go. Much better. Now, for highlight and a lip, I'm going to go with my Inky Minky lashes. If you didn't see, I just did a full review on this lash company. These are in the style Angelic. Because I will say in her picture, it looks like to me she's wearing lashes or she has really fabulous natural lashes, but it doesn't look like she has too much craziness going on in the lash region. So I'm going to pop these on off of camera, and then we'll be right back to do a little highlighting, a little lip action. Okay, time for a little lower lash mascara. That is a must, in my opinion. Does anyone else feel like, though, Better Than Sex mascara is kind of hard to do the lower lashes with because there's no fine point at the end of their wand? Can't lie, the lashes were a little bit more dramatic than I remembered. I thought they'd be a little more delicate on the lash line, but I think they look pretty good with the look. Need a little highlighter. Don't mind all my flyaways. It is raining today and my hair is a little frizzy. But I'm going to go in with my new favorite highlighter of like all time, and it's giant sized. It is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow in I'm So Lit. There it is. On my Morphe M438. I love this for highlighting. Look at, I mean, you really are so lit after you put this on. It's just like, holy cow, what? Oh my gosh, I'm glowing. I'm radiant. Oh my gosh. I'm going to grab the blush brush I used. I'm not picking up any more blush, but I'm just blending everything out. And then just going to hit that a little bit. I feel like I went a little crazy there on the Cupid's bow. I had to listen to a member of the Lash fam who had a request on my channel to do an orange look with orange lips. Darla Cooper, this lip look is for you. Thank you for the inspiration. So I'm going to do some orange. I'm going in first with the Urban Decay 24/7 lip liner in Crash. And I just did a real simple little line, nothing crazy. And then next I'm going in with the Maybelline lipstick in Electric Orange. Can you ever have too much orange? I don't think so. And then, because I said you can't have too much orange, I'm going in with one more orange product. Why not? This is the NYX Candy Slick in, I believe it's called, oh, I was going to say Orange Sickle, but it's Sweet Stash. I am pretty obsessed with this look right now. I cannot lie to you. It's so fun. The eyes turned out so much better than I thought they were going to. I was getting a little nervous when the eyeshadow was not cooperating, but it all came together. It looks so cool. I wish I could say I was doing something fun tonight. I am not. But I'm so happy with how this look turned out. Let me bring you in a little bit closer so you can see the finished look. You guys enjoyed this look. I had so freaking much fun putting it together. There was a few moments where I was a little stressed. I didn't think it was going to work out, but it did. I'm so excited about this look. Now let's do the shout out of the day. If you're new here, I do a shout out at every video where I shout out a member of the Lash fam who's commented on one of my videos. It's just a great way to help me connect with you guys and for you to connect with one another. So today's shout out of the day is Roxy Starlight. She commented on my BH Cosmetics It's My Ray Ray palette review video. She said, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the inspiration. Got a subscriber from me for the tutorial. Beautiful." Roxy, thank you so much for your kind words. I'm so glad you clicked the subscribe button. We are all so glad that you are here and a member of the Lash fam. Thank you so much for commenting on my video and clicking that subscribe button. Speaking of clicking the subscribe button, if you guys haven't clicked, I look at my analytics. I know there are quite a few of you who watch my videos, but you don't actually click that button. So click the button, stick around, hang out with us here. You will not regret it. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram. I love getting interactive with you guys on there and showing little bits of my life. If you don't have Instagram, make sure you're checking the community tab here on my channel because I love putting polls up there and getting influence from you guys on what videos you want to see. And as always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.